Yeah, I like working with Spike a lot. Obviously, this is a script that he wrote, so he had a lot of great insight into the characters in the world, and it was such a unique world that he'd created. He's a really collaborative director. He likes to get everyone's input. Yeah, he's just really caring, thoughtful director. Spike had designed the set in such an amazing way that it really felt intimate, really felt like it was my home. I worked with Scarlett Johansson, who ended up doing the voice for Samantha. And they're both wonderful actresses, as well as Amy Adams and Rooney Mara. So there's a lot of really talented people. I was just fortunate to be around them. When we first meet him, he is in this kind of self-imposed isolation. It's after a breakup, and it took a lot out of him. It was a very difficult breakup.
I play Amy, ironically enough, and she is Theodore's best friend, platonically. And we just, I have a lot of affection and love for the character, and I'm also going through sort of my own exploration of intimacy, lack thereof, and sort of we both discover these OSs. He, of course, has a very intimate relationship, and I have a friendship, so we sort of go through that together. It was amazing working with Spike. I've wanted to work with him. Which one did I see first? Being John Malkovich, then adaptation. I just have really wanted to work with him for a long time, and it's a great opportunity. You know, I think that Amy sort of adapted herself to be what she thought that her husband wanted, and she thought that he was a really great guy, so that sort of validated her, that if she could stay in this relationship, that meant she was a good person. And so when it fell apart, she felt like her whole world disintegrated, but I think ultimately she wasn't being herself.
Her is a story about loneliness, about people seeking connection through different types of relationships, and my character is one of the people seeking in that way. And I play a human woman whom I think attracts Joaquin, but it doesn't necessarily work out. It's an attempt at connection that fails. It's another example of people seeking connection. Just another story that lets you realize it's not just about his character. He's not the one kind of lonely man looking for love. We all are, and we continue to, and through every experience with love, we learn a little bit more about ourselves, and I think that's what the movie really makes you think about, is how each love, each heartbreak teaches you something about yourself, and how that's why we as humans are designed to keep trying to connect. Spike's sensational. I mean, everyone who works with him points out how smart he is, how playful he is. He does it for the right reasons. He takes his time. He doesn't sell out in any way. I think it's important people know this film isn't about technology. And we all were very clear on that as we were making the film, and Spike was very clear to us from the beginning. It's not a story about technology or the future or operating systems. You know, he wrote it long before Siri existed. The idea is, what do you connect with when you connect with someone else? What is it? Is it what you're getting from them, about yourself? You know, it's just sort of a study in connection and the nature of it.
It's about intimacy. It's about intimacy in the age of technology. And it's, I think, an actually very realistic, futuristic possibility of where we're headed. I think it's something that we all need to take account of right now, sort of our relationship to technology, the way it feeds us, feeds our ego, feeds us emotionally. It's all there right now. It's happening. It's not going away. So, you know, that's what it is. Spike was awesome, yeah. Hugely, highly creative guy. Never worked with anybody like him, and would do it a million times over. It was so much fun. Boy, there's a lot of things to like about this film. You know, I think what I like most about the film is what the film is about, which is that central relationship between Joaquin and Amy. I mean, Joaquin is remarkable in this movie. And, you know, well, I meant to say Joaquin and Scarlett, you know. I think what the two of them did and how Spike was able to actually make that a real relationship, given the technological restrictions he had, was remarkable.